I am going to do something no void has ever done before. Read in front of an audience. That's the biggest fucking lie, and you fell for it, loser. Anyways, I am going to be reading some fan fiction because guess fucking what? My ADHD is kicking in. I am understimulated. I'm bored as all fuck, and I kind of want to make YouTube videos out of spite because YouTube doesn't really like me, and Twitch thinks I'm dead weight. So, anyways, we're going to be reading some horror. The back rooms with my shitty fucking mic. Let's see how this goes. All right. Chapter 1. The lobby. You were having a normal day, taking a walk. Mhm. Nice. You turn the corner around the sidewalk and bump into a wall. But instead of colliding with the wall, you go right through it. And instead of being on the other side of the wall, you are in a space much different. Monotone yellow walls, moist beige carpeting, annoying buzzy fluorescent lights, and a note on the ground. You pick the note up, and it says, "If you're not careful and no clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you." You start walking room after room with no end, for who knows how long. Then you stop. There's a filing cabinet in the room you're in. It has 3 drawers. You open each one. Drawers. Drawer 1 has a pen, a few highlighters, and a notepad that matched the note that you found earlier. Drawer 2 has a few similarly full bottles of almond water. Almond water. Almond water is a substance found in levels across the back rooms. It is a critical source of hydration and slight nutritional value. It is a sweet almond vanilla flavored water that can be found in bottles of several different types, typically without a brand or label on them. Almond water can be found in clear water bottles, metal water bottles, glass wine bottles, and even cartons. It can be traded for, traded with, and can be used to repel entities and to cure some ailments. Drawer 3 seems to be locked, but there's a key on a desk in the next room to the left. You take the key and open the drawer. It has another bottle of almond water. Don't ask me why this fucking happened. We're just going along with it. You go into the next room and you see a strange looking wall, darker in shade, but the same yellow wallpaper. You walk through it and you are now in a different place entirely. My dialect might change throughout this fucking video. Do I care? Slightly. Am I really fucking autistic and understimulated? Well, sure as hell am I. Will this be entertaining? God knows. God only knows. All right. Chapter 2, Lurking Danger, my favorite kind of exhibitionist. I mean, it's serious time, folks. you are now you're now somewhere that looks to be the same, but has a few differences. The walls and floor are now concrete, and the lights are now flickering. There's a second note in the next room over there. It says, "Level 1 is a large, sprawling warehouse that features concrete floors and walls. I don't fucking care. Exposed rebar and a low-hanging fog, some fruit on the side, with no discernible source. The fog often coalesces into condensation, forming puddles on the floor of inconsistent absences. Areas. Are you just gonna keep staying there? You're not gonna disappear until I penetrate you with this fucking charger, right? I bet you money. That's good. What's Oh, fuck you! I need to plug it in anyway. Let's give it some juice. Flicker, plugged in, turbo. Anyways, I started blasting. This is going so great. Unlike level 0, this level possesses a consistent supply of water and electricity. which allows indefinite habitation by wanderers providing that appropriate precautions are taken. It is also far more expansive, possessing staircases, elevators, isolated rooms, and hallways. You say, what? How many levels are there? You keep going through room after room till you stop dead in your tracks. And buried, and bricked. Hello! There's something staring at you from the next room. It has no head or body. It's just a face. Smilers. Those damn smilers and their fucking lack of emotions are generally hostile. I retract my statement, and there have been many confirmed sightings of them. They can be identified by their signature reflective eyes and teeth gleaming in the dark. The best way to escape a smiler is to keep eye contact. Smilers tend to reside in dark areas on level 2 and level 3. The base is known to be the smiling room. You start staring at it. It ran away in a few seconds. You start to notice that this place goes on for much more than 600 million miles. And I will walk 500 more. And then you realize level 0 was only the beginning. Wow! There are more than 1,000 levels, each with about 1,000,000 square miles. Who did the math? This place is a loop, an area which was supposedly described in 3 words. Out of bounds. That's what I say about my pussy. You know there was more, so you keep walking until you find a door. You go through it, and there was more. But exactly how much more? We'll find out in chapter 3. Pipe dreams. I need to get piped now. Anyway, chapter 3. Pipe dreams. This place is much darker. The hallway stretches on for what must be miles. You find a note attached to a pipe. Hot. It says this. Level 2 consists of mainly of dark, gray concrete maintenance tunnels, stretching on for millions of miles. The walls are lined with pipes and occasional ventilation ducts, which often contain a thick, viscous black liquid. Doors can sometimes be found, but most are locked or lead into dead ends. These rooms typically house shelves with random assortment of objects, occasionally computers. I'm the woke Batman. You say, not the best place, but if I could find a computer, I could maybe search up this place that they call the back rooms. Oh, you sweet summer fuck nugget. You find a small singular room with a computer and an entity that looks like a corpse. Or just a corpse. You go to Google on the computer and search up back rooms. You find this website, backrooms/wiki.wiki.com. You look at it and you see a haunting article in the level list. Level 999. You look at level 2's article and the description matches the note you found. You also find a group called the Meg. You find a book that's full with entries from someone unknown. You see the date on it, January 16th, 1996. This place has people in it in 1996. The last page said June 13th, 1997. He was in level 998. There's still about 100 pages left. Underlined text means important info. The main large circle of the center of level 998 has a radius of about 100 miles. The floor of the circle is a repeating image of clouds, which have the texture of smooth concrete painted over. The sky of this level is also a still image of clouds. The layout is completely flat and consists of 3 areas. They really love the number 3. Consistent with all 3 zones. What the fuck did I just say? As you progress further into level 998, distant squares of the cloud textures, I just realized I'm invisible. I don't have a face, nor am I lighting up. Well, I'm in the fucking void. I can be anything but nothing. Anyways, we're going to fucking continue. The layout is completely flat and consists of 3 areas, consistent with all 3 zones. As you progress further into level 998, distant squares of the cloud texture will suddenly appear in front of you and disappear behind you in a process known as the rendering effect. You read the exits. Leave level 998 by returning back to the way you came. It is extremely risky to leave this level of the alternative way. To begin, walk straight forward at any direction from the entrance. Bring some kind of weapon with you into Area 2. You will have to fight through possibly hundreds of entities. If the horde is too much for you to handle, turn back and run, and possibly kill yourself. You will be able to see if you have made it to the border. Once you pass the border between Area 2 and Area 3, continue walking. Do not bring any supplies into Area 3. Leave them behind. Walk until you feel like you will die if you continue any further. Once you finally succumb to exhaustion, starvation, or dehydration, you will wake up into level 999. God save you if you choose this path, because there's no turning back now. You must be in level 999. As you say that, you no-clip through a wall and into the void. Welcome to my hole. This was a reading that may or may not have been laced with crack. I'm going to fuck Sebastian now.